My next set of stories are all inappropriate church related, so I may offend you. I'm giving the warning right up front. Got it. Oh, is this better? Oh, it's a deep switch. Oh. Okay, so I'm a stagehand, not a performer. Well, I was a stagehand. I'm a new performer, so this whole microphone thing is new. Yeah. Not today, Satan. This year's kind of been a rough year for us, and we've been in and out of churches, and it started with the beginning of the year as we go to a Catholic church with his family. And I would like to say, to start out, fuck yeah, that's my husband. I am the luckiest bitch in this room. Right on. And my full lifetime profession from here on out, whether I'm funny or not, is professional dick sucker. That is my main job. That is the only thing that I care about, is keeping that man happy. Yeah. Marry a cougar. We recommend it. So we're going to church. Daniel's mom has had a stroke, and I'm trying to convince my father-in-law to get an Apple Watch. And I forgot, we're newlyweds. We've been on several honeymoons, and none of the pictures on this watch are appropriate. Please do not pay too much attention, because I forgot to change the faces. There's a lot of dicks on there. I figured I was never going to be allowed in church again as I went, hey, look, Dad! And there's a picture of his son's wanker right in the middle of church. And then, of course, my ADD, panicky brain went, oh, fuck. And 3 people in the row in front of us turned around and stared me down. And then, as we get up to go, because I've told everybody I'm going to be 43 next week, I've got some of those premenopausal things, and I had my first hot flash, and I grabbed his arm and I said, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I have been banned from church for life. I'm about to spontaneously combust. And so that was a good old fuck moment. I'm gonna skip the church jokes because they're not quite as funny as I hoped, but right? That'll get me.
I sang a blasphemous song, you're fine.
Right. Tell God jokes, that'll work. That'll make them laugh. So we've all had those humbly no fuck moments in life where you've been really mouthy about something, and 5 minutes later, the universe just smacks the fuck out of you. We had this moment about 6 months ago. It's the day after my husband's birthday. We had partied quite hard. It was a good time. He's 32. Woo! Yeah.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm gonna be 43. That's 11 years. So, as everybody knows, I've said we were stagehands. He was one of our head riggers at our local union back home, and he is trying to convince me to climb the tree in our front yard, giving me all kinds of bullshit about how I needed a new perspective in life, and I should climb to the top of this tree with him, and that it was a sturdy foundation.
You gotta trust it. You gotta trust it.
I said, oh honey, I'm 42. I'm not climbing this fucking tree. Those days are done. You have fun. And then I made the tragic mistake of going inside. I made it to the refrigerator to get a Coca-Cola, because one of us, I had a feeling, was gonna have to drive later, and I wasn't wrong. Not too much after that, you heard this big thud. The whole house shakes, and I go outside, and all you can hear is, ah. And there's Daniel face down, and the dead man pose, kind of like this. I get him to wiggle his fingers, his toes. He makes some noises. I know he's not paralyzed. Oh look, it's his favorite position. So I called the paramedics. He's not really conscious. And as he's laying on the ground, yes, there is a 30-foot limb that has broke in half across his back. Bless his heart. I meet the paramedics at the emergency room, and I can't get back there first, and I go and I introduce myself to the nurse, and Mrs. Hutchins, they go, "Oh, you must be Dorothy." I said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "My husband fell out of a tree. He may not be completely conscious, and he's going to be confused. He might be a little cantankerous." Cantankerous was a great word. As they walk me down the hallway, there are police officers there, and I'm like, "Oh, they got a convict here, because we're in Jacksonville. It's a possible thing." And then I realized, no, they're here for him. Mrs. Hutchins, we need you to calm him down. And the first thing I do, I walk in the room and he goes, "What happened?" And I said, "You fell out of the tree." And he said, "Liar! I do not fall."
It's impossible.
Were there drugs involved?
There was whiskey, a lot of whiskey.
Can I handle a fireball or something?
Yeah, fireball's bad stuff. Anyway, I get him calmed down. We leave the emergency room. Luckily, he's broken nothing. And before we can get home, I don't even have to write the rest of these jokes. He starts looking at me and he goes, "Well, honey, I guess my tree wasn't such a sturdy foundation. And if I were a bird in my last life, I guess I was an ostrich, because I didn't fly."
Can't fly.
So we're going to stick to things that are closer to the ground now.
Music.
Like, music and comedy. Thank you all for laughing at my jokes. I hope you have a good night, and I know there's some more people that would like to.
That was Miss Bob.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.